Hey, hello, and welcome to the show. My name is Chace from Hammerano Culture Unlimited, rocking the 2017-2018 West Ham home jersey, and in today's video, we'll be looking at the start or failure to start of West Ham's 22-23 Premier League season. Who's to blame? Where's it all going wrong? Hopefully you'll find all the answers in today's episode of Hammerano Culture Unlimited. What can't speak can't lie, and as it stands, the Hammers are sitting 18th on the Premier League table. So far, West Ham have played 7, they have lost 5, drawn 1 and have only won 1 league match so far. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that something is not right in East London. On the contrary, if you look at West Ham's Europa Conference League campaign, the Hammers are currently sitting top of their group. Now, you could easily say, but Chace have only played 2 and won 2. Excuse me, I'd have to cut in and say, in Europe, West Ham have currently played 4 and won all 4 of their matches quite comfortably. Now, this is where it gets tricky for West Ham fans. As a fan base, we're getting so used to seeing a club score for fun and win on a Thursday night. So we're ticking that winning box. However, domestically, we cannot buy a win in the Premier League. And don't tell me wins aren't for sale. We all know they are. Now, obviously it goes without saying, the gap in quality between clubs in the Premier League and clubs on the continent, especially in the Conference League, there's a huge gap in quality. But here's the thing, as West Ham fans, we've become so used to seeing our club win. We've become so used to looking at the top half of the Premier League table. I mean, in the last 2 seasons, West Ham finished 6th and 7th respectively. There's no reason why West Ham should currently be in the basement in the relegation zone, sitting at 18th. This current form West Ham are in, it's like watching the old West Ham, the Pellegrini West Ham, the Avram Grant West Ham, the latter half of Slaven Bilic's West Ham. And this whole situation is even stranger when you consider all the quality signings West Ham have just brought in. You see, the Hammers haven't just splashed their cash around and added players or bought players all willy-nilly. They've invested in quality players who are representing their countries at international levels. So why are the Hammers in this mess in the first place? Where did it all go wrong for West Ham? If you were to ask this question to 100 West Ham fans, they'd probably give you 100 different answers. But I'm going to be bold and take a stab. I think the problem is with tactics. For some reason in the Premier League, West Ham are starting their matches far too slowly, far too lethargically, and far too conservatively. It's only once the Hammers go behind, or once time is running out on the clock, do they start waking up, do they start making the changes. It's only then do they start playing like a proper club. However, by then it's usually too late. It's too much, too late, too little. Case and point, Saeed Benrahma. Now earlier I said if you were to ask 100 West Ham fans a question, you'd probably get 100 different answers. Now, if you were to ask 100 West Ham fans who our top player, who our most exciting, potentially goal-scoring threat player would be this season, they'd all say Saeed Benrahma. Now, this is what leaves me scratching my head. This is the puzzling part I cannot understand. As I just mentioned, you ask 100 West Ham fans our best player of the season, we'd all say Saeed Benrahma. But if Saeed Benrahma is, which is so obviously our best player so far, why is he 9 out of 10 times starting on the bench? The only time Benrahma comes on is when West Ham are behind or in the second half. Why aren't we starting Saeed Benrahma? Why is Benrahma starting on the bench when it's so clear that he's one of the only players who poses a real threat going forward? He's one of the only players who really looks like he's got that creativity that can cause danger for the opposition. Why is Benrahma on the bench when he clearly needs to start? Look, I'm a reasonable man. I understand that after all the new signings West Ham have just acquired, it's going to take some time before the club knows who their best 11 is. But give me a break. This version of West Ham should not be 18th in the Premier League after 7 matches. That simply is not good enough. Friends, I want to hear from you. Why do you think West Ham are in such a mess right now? Who do you pin the blame on? And what changes would you make to the Hammers? I'd love to hear your answers in the comments below. Guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really does help the channel out. And if you haven't yet, why not subscribe to our Hammerano Culture Unlimited. My name is Chace, and until next time, come on, you Irons.